So anyway, today is Tuesday, April 28th I'm looking at. So yeah, what's up guys? It's your man Jay. So I'm here with I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Just to be honest with you, I really don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Not just in life, but like even with this self-isolation shit. So it's been 47 days now, I think. It's like I'm over a month and 15 days. So yeah, it's like 47, 48, maybe like going on 50 days of self-isolation. Obviously, I've gone out, I've done a few things, but predominantly just staying home. That's pretty much all we really can do right now. So I did want to... Hold on, let me actually turn this volume up. Sorry, I was adjusting the audio version of this, so I need to actually put that on Anchor. So we're back with another episode of Canon Culture. The strangest entertainment, I guess, not news necessarily, but like entertainment anything podcast where we just talk about all that stuff. So on today's show, we're talking about a few things. Mostly I wanted to talk about some creator stuff. So as of right now, I put out a new video today that was like the top 5, my favorite 5 Bleach fights or whatever, which obviously people can tell is a filler video. I was not intending for that video to do well at all. It's kind of just to like gauge like, okay, where's the interest at for this? Where are my clicks at? Like who's watching this? Like who's watching what? And it turns out like the very, very hardcore audience obviously is watching that. That's great. That's dope. So I'm going to continue to make stuff for them. But I guess this is the whole point of like Tuesdays and Thursdays. I'm probably going to change it from playing games to actually like doing my show, which is just feels a little bit easier because then I can live stream. I can stay pretty consistent on Twitch if it's every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. And then I can also have stuff to make my videos with and then also manage to keep up with my podcast somehow. So anyway, but being a creator right now is really weird. It's a very strange time. Here's the thing is like now that like my job has basically put me on furlough and we're just waiting for everything to kind of end. Waiting on checks from the government, which is really weird because I never thought a day would come where the government is purposely giving people money to do nothing. Like I never, which is wild to me because now the conversation of reparations has come up, which whatever, I guess. That's a thing. But it's like, all right, let's go ahead and talk about this. Obviously, like a bunch of movies are being shut down. The concerts, pretty much everything that involves going outside, done with, like can't happen, not here for it. So I have officially become what I would consider a full-time creator. And honestly, it's a lot harder than I thought it was. While also being very, very easy. And now, while I explain that, it's very easy for me to get up, and if I don't get on Discord and I don't talk to the homies for like the first 2-3 hours of the day, I can knock out a video and then have it done that day. Or kind of like now, I can stream and make my video for the next day. The hardest part is the space in between starting a video, finishing a video, and then editing the video. Once you're already in the editing bay, it's like you're kind of like already do it. Once I'm in Premiere, that's it. I kind of don't stop. Like I rarely stop. Even like when I'm hungry or need to go to the bathroom, like I'll just have to like power through it. So that's usually something that kind of gets triggered in my head when I'm already making the video, or like towards the end of the process when I'm making the thumbnail or when I'm about to post it. So with all this being said, I did have this goal of like, oh, let's hit 10K by the summertime or whatever. Before that, it was like, hey, let's hit 10K by April. Before that, it was like, hey, let's hit 10K by 2020. And obviously, these things keep getting pushed based on the performance of my channel. So just to like speak on that a little bit, it's so far, and this is why I say it's really weird as a creator, specifically of my size, of my situation, because I've been stuck at the same number virtually for like almost 6 months now. It's been since November, and I've just been stuck at 7750, 7740 when it comes to subscribers. And for some reason, for the first 3 months of this year, every time I would upload, I would lose 10 subs. Like, I would gain them back over time. Like, it was 10 people that would like my sub count would be like, oh, today it's 7745 or 7750. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'd put out a video and then it would instantly drop to 7735 or 7740 and kind of like teeter around there. And then by the end of the day, I would get 5 more subs and I would be back at 7740. And then, so that's happened for every upload. Like, my subs will start to go up, it'll hit 7750, I'll upload, and then it'll go back down to 7740. So I'm not sure if that's this weird YouTube bug purging. And of course, every time I look it up, it's like, oh, people are just unsubscribing because they remember that they were subscribed to you and they don't want to be, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so weird to like look for the creator type of answers from people who are diligently like looking for bug fixes and stuff like that. It's hard to find that because there's so many people putting stuff online about like, I'm losing subs, or I'm not good at YouTube or something like that. Like, everybody's trying to strive towards the same goal when I look and research these things. So it's really like these super pretentious posts on like people just kind of like mad jealous and like rude about shit, where it's just like, oh, that's actually not a bug. People just don't like your content and they're unsubbing. And it's like, no, like, this is a legitimate problem. It's not a gradual decrease. It's like a legitimate glitch that the second I hit upload and a video is done processing and it goes public, I lose 10 subs. Like, it's just deleted. So I've looked and I've done more research on it, and it's kind of, I'm not sure if it's still like this bot that's deleting old accounts or deleting bots or something like that, and they're just happen to be inactive accounts. But it's really weird that the inactive accounts get deleted only when I upload. So you see how that would be like a really weird issue. And so it's a really, really tough thing to research, and obviously you can't get in contact with YouTube unless you have like X amount of subscribers. I understand it, okay? I get it. We're just plebs. Nobody gives a fuck about us small creators. I get it, okay? It is what it is. But even in the circumstance where there are a few times where you should be able to, or I guess could be able to, contact somebody at YouTube or some type of creator support or whatever because of the pandemic, it's like, oh, well, you can't do that now. So I don't know, man. It's getting super frustrating, and the more I put out content, the more desperate I'm getting. Maybe desperate's not the right word, but I kind of just feel like there's this place of like, okay, well, let me just double down on some anime content like that I know will get me some views, that I know will get me some subs. Like today's video, I wanted to appease the fact that I made a Bleach video 3 videos ago, not 3 days ago, 3 videos ago. So I kind of want to keep that in rotation until Bleach comes out. So you guys are going to see regular stuff on Bleach every single week, at least once a week. That I'm doing, or whenever I fucking put out content, which isn't that hard. I don't know. Usually it's like some personal stuff that's keeping me in the way of like, oh, I gotta record a video today, and like a friend will be like, hey, can you come help me with something, or hey, I need you for this, or blah 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 blah, and it distracts me from actually just getting a video done and then going to do the stuff that I need to do. Or I'll just be dicking around on Discord, and then all of my friends will start playing like Minecraft or something, or Rainbow Six Siege. So it's like, you know, I'm kind of putting these things in my own way, which I definitely should not do. But going back to what I was saying was, yeah, it's like this weird bug that exists, and I'm not sure how to break out of it. For a while, my philosophy in February and even March, I guess early January, late January, was like, okay, if I lose 10 subs every time I upload, what if I upload like crazy? And I think there was like a week where I uploaded every single day, and I didn't gain not a single subscriber. Even though when I would look at the analytics, it said, oh, this person subscribed, this person subscribed. I even have notifications on when I live stream, or when I'm like, just have OBS open, and it gives me an alert that somebody subscribed. Somebody clearly subscribed, and then it'll show up in my analytics +1. But then, by the end of the day, it says you lost 10 though. So it's like, it's weird. Like, it'll just kind of go up, and then, let's check it back down to where it was. So I'm not sure what to do there, and it's really, really irritating. So, and it's also been hard to make gaming videos. Like, for some reason, I have more options than ever to decide to game. I can buy a game if I wanted to. I can play on PC or whatever. But for some reason, it has been really, really difficult for me to make gaming content lately. Maybe because I don't care what I'm playing, care for what I'm playing. Like, I was streaming Anthem maybe 3 weeks ago now, and because Anthem is so buggy, it's a fun game. Like, I enjoy playing it, and like, man, people are gonna give me shit for that, but it was like, it's a fun game. I enjoy it. I'm really like excited to always play it, and there's always more stuff to unlock, and especially because now that they have like this 2.0 update coming and they're really gonna revamp Anthem, I was like, okay, great, cool, this is something for me. I have some dope skins that I would love to show people, but because the game runs so badly and it's so difficult to play, not only on stream, but record or even just play without having to like make content on it, is like super difficult. So there's that. And then I own like no anime games, almost none. I think I own like the Storm series, and like that's making a resurgence right now, so that's really interesting. But I have like no desire to play it whatsoever, just because I don't want to feel like I'm jumping on a bandwagon because I'm in desperate need of views right now. So I'm like, all right, well, let me watch a few anime, like Tower of God. Like tomorrow there's a new episode that comes out, so I'll have a live reaction done by hopefully 5 o'clock. That'll be nice. That'll be really nice if I have it out by 5:30. And we'll see where it goes from there, because if a new episode is dropping, I have 2 episodes that I have to record that are in this reaction. And if there's one thing on my channel that I know gets views or gets a few subs, it's reactions. Like when I did JoJo's, people went crazy for JoJo's. So I'm thinking about doing that at some point and really like doing the first season. But doing reactions is very difficult because it requires so much editing, at least on my part. Like, I hate having to do that. It's necessary, and once I'm in the zone, it's like, all right, I'm getting this shit done, but it just feels like it's like, oh, fuck, like, I don't want to do that. So I'd much rather just do something else. But anyway, it's been kind of tough as far as like just having things to create content on. Like, the fact that The Last of Us finally got a confirmed date after all of these leaks, which I was going to do a video on that. That was something that I was going to do today. I might actually just do it while on stream, because why the fuck not? But yeah, it was something that I really wanted to make a video on. I really wanted to give an update video about the fact that I'm super excited for The Last of Us. I'm also really excited that C-Rex is playing The Last of Us. I don't know if any of you guys follow him. I'm sure a bunch of you guys do. But he's playing The Last of Us, and I care more about his reactions to playing this game that I've played before than me playing it. Like I don't even have a PS4 right now, and I'm so excited for this game that I'm like, yo, let me just watch this other person play it, because like out of just sheer like I want to see other people's reactions to it, like to the thing that like, oh my god, I remember this moment, you know, like that's what I like. So, you know, big ups to him. I'm glad he's playing it. So yeah, I don't really have a whole lot of content to actually watch. Like, it's weird. It's like this weird limbo space of like, even with like me and Deacon, and the fact that we watch Dave every single Thursday in the Discord, or we'll watch like spooky ghost stories, or the fact that he got me into Achievement Hunter. Now, I've had no desire to watch anything on Achievement Hunter ever at all. Even for, you know, my baby mama, Fiona Nova. Like, I just can't pull myself to watch anything that they've had previously. But we started watching all these ghost stories and all of these hauntings and stuff caught on tape and all of these weird ghost stories off of Reddit and all this other stuff. And then we traveled down that rabbit hole. And then next thing you know, we ended up on Haunters, which is Achievement Hunter's like ghost hunting show. Which of all things to like pivot to get me to watch Achievement Hunter, that was it. So then after that, I started watching what was their Extreme Tabletop. So we watched a couple of episodes of that. And I'm just interested in seeing what other content that they create. So that's just me. And now I'm hooked on it. I, you know, that's just something I'm crazy about now. I haven't really had a chance to like binge watch anything, so maybe that's a little blasphemous, or it's a little bit of hypocrisy. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but as of right now, man, this content shit is just weird. It's absolutely just weird, because I don't want to make something just to like pull like a video out of my ass like I did today for this Bleach video. So I'll probably do like a 20-minute tier list video, and then even then I don't want to do that because that sounds like excruciatingly difficult and it's just not fun. And then by that time I have to edit another Heat the Soul video, which I'll have to do before the end of the week because we hit our like goal on this last video, which I don't feel was a great video. Like the fact that we barely skimmed, I think it was like it took like 4 days to hit like 28 likes. And I was like, man, I couldn't tell if it was because of the views or the subject or what it was, but there was just something so weird about getting 250 views, almost 300 views the first day, or like the first 2-3 days, and then having like no likes for it. So that was a little weird. Wasn't really happy about that, but I mean, it is what it is. You can't win them all. And it's like, it's also, just to like throw this in there, it's also got me like stressed out as like a smaller creator, because now it's gotten to a point where I don't do anything. I don't leave home. I have plenty of time to make a video, so there's no excuse about that I was using before, that I don't have any time, when clearly I have time now. And it's like, either I'm not dedicated, or I'm not making the right content, or it's not compelling, or it's not funny, or something. Like there's a weird blockage somewhere where I can't get new subs, I can't get people to like find my new videos, and that's, I'm gonna be honest, that's very frustrating, especially when I see people within, I'm just gonna say it, within my bracket, like right around my sub range, and like they'll upload and like they'll get their usual amount of views, but their subs are steadily going up. And like, I don't like to compare myself to other creators, but when it comes to people who do similar niches or similar, styles or whatever, so it's like I'm trying to watch more content to develop a new style, if that makes any sense. For a while, I was like trying to do live reactions a specific way, and I was trying to do gameplay videos a specific way, and now I kind of have like merged the two things together. So what I really liked about like my previous Bleach videos is the fact that I'm going through the Bleach Heat the Soul game and then cutting in parts of the anime to compare a 1-to-1 ratio, or fill in the blanks about a story spot. But that took maybe 7-8 hours to edit that last Heat the Soul video, and it was like, it sucks to like really like work hard and be dedicated at something only for it to not be seen by people. Let's see who's bringing carrots and breadcrumbs. Moa 54, thank you for the follow. Good looking out. Welcome to the Sama Society. Because we're changing that. That's apparently a theme that we're changing in the Discord. Hold on, let me see if I have people in the chat. I do. What's up, sis? And Yato God, what's up? What it do, baby? What's good? I've been waiting for 3 weeks for my unemployment. Same. I'm supposed to get mine within the next day or so we'll see. Oh, I love her. Yes, I also love Fiona Nova. I already knew that's who you were talking about. Anyway, so this is tough, man. This is really tough. The more effort I put into all of my videos and all my content creation and stuff like that, it just feels like I'm not getting less out of it, but I feel like I'm not doing enough. Even if I did put out a video every single day, which I'm gonna try to do for the next week, I just still feel like that's not enough. I feel like there's like some type of like place that I haven't reached. Maybe I should go back and like rewatch and like react to older anime that I really enjoy, or react to some of my favorites, like Cowboy Bebop would be something that I would love to do like an entire series on. That would be really fun. I don't really want to go back and watch Dragon Ball. I don't really want to do that for Hunter x Hunter. Maybe Yu Yu Hakusho, that would be really fun. There's like a ton of stuff that I would give a try, but I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things where like, even though I've tried safer stuff and that stuff's not working, it's like, well, what the fuck? What do I do now? So I don't know. Maybe we'll get around to doing something. But anyway, so jumping forward, I want to say thank you guys for coming out to the stream. Thank you guys to every single one of my people who still support me on Patreon, which is crazy. Still are subbed or have a membership on the YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much. I really, really appreciate that. All of the subs on Twitch. Thank you guys so much with all the sponsorships and everything. I really, 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 really appreciate that. You guys have no idea what that means to me. Because honestly, it does. It means a fucking lot. Everybody who listens to the podcast still, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that. It's just right now is tough. It's tough. I'm trying to figure out the spot where I fit. I'm trying to figure out the spot where this is what I like to do. Let me continue to do it. I think right around this time, in between 5 to 10K is really when you should solidify about like how you make your content, the way you make your content, how often it comes out, the different type of personality traits or your character or persona that you have for your videos. You know, how much of yourself do you put into your videos, the way you edit, like all this whole list is just shit that you develop in between 5 to 10K. Like it's just one of those growing pains. You just do it. But when it's very aggravating that there's, you know, usually time and space in between, like, oh man, I have to work, I can't put this video out. Now there's no excuse, but now there's no growth. So I'm confused as to where the fuck is this supposed to go. I'm genuinely confused. I'm not sure how to handle all this, honestly. Like, even going forward, like, I think the one thing I'm nervous about right now with, like, the whole self-isolation situation and people wanting to, like, you know, reopen all of these states and stuff like that. I'm like, no, please. I need more time. I need at least 5, maybe 6 more weeks of quarantine time so that way I can, like, really figure out what the fuck I want to do with this content shit, because it's just something I want to fucking do. I've done it for so many years, and I've helped other people really, like, blow the fuck up and, like, do the shit that they wanted to do. Obviously more than the few people that you guys know that I'm talking about, but also, like, some of my old buddies who I used to, like, hang out in film school and you know, make and produce beats with. Like, all these motherfuckers have fucking skyrocketed into doing some other shit. But also at the same time, once again, like I said earlier in the podcast, I can't really sit and compare my journey to somebody else's, even though it feels like I'm always still at square one, I guess. Well, maybe when I'm, like, getting a little bit more. So maybe I won't feel this way when I hit 10K. I'll actually feel like I've strived towards something, because even though I'm stuck at 7740, that's still a lot more than, like, people who basically are using this time to get started. But I also don't want to make, like, sensationalized content and shit like that. Like, I don't want to do weird ass, wild, over the top shit just to get some views or anything like that. Like, I want it to be me still. So I don't really know what type of, like, energy to have when making a video, or, like, you know, even, man, I feel so blasphemous even saying this man's name, but, like, I'll go back and I'll watch Etika clips, and I'm like, this is genuinely Etika. Like, this is 100% him. When he's analytical in a video, he's just, that's, you know, that's him being analytical, but still he's fucking wild and funny at the same time. And it's like, didn't I used to be like that? Didn't I used to portray a certain, you know, amount of this? But really, it just feels like I'm just this, I don't know, like I'm just talking most of the time. So that's really fucking weird. And then even when I do, like, collabs and stuff like that, that even feels like it's too scientific and analytical and too wordy and shit like that. And it's not fun. It doesn't feel fun. It doesn't feel fun to even listen to. Like, when I was making my Bleach video today, I was like, oh yeah, this is a great video. Like, there's a certain pacing to a video. And it just didn't have the pacing that I wanted. And then by the time I put it out, uploaded it, and then hit public, I was watching it in the premiere, in the stream with everybody else. I was like, why the fuck does my video not come off the way I remember it, the way I edited it, the way I spoke it, and the way I recorded it? Why does it not feel like this video is conveying the things that I wanted to say or how I feel about this specific subject? Why does it not feel right? And I'm not sure where the disconnect was, and I'm not sure if it's maybe because I haven't made enough videos yet. Maybe I still need to make tons more videos before I've found that, like, sweet spot in that positioning that I like of how I make my videos. Like, I honestly don't fucking know. I really don't. And it's not like you can ask anybody, like, their opinions on certain things because it's your content and it's the way that you create it. So, I mean, it was a little different when I was making videos alongside Heavenly Controller because that was like, he would not necessarily give me notes, but like I would see the way he edits his videos and the way he does certain things, and I'm like, that's the pacing that I like. These, like, the way this video plays out, that's the way that I like. And I can never seem to like even get close, not to the way he does his videos, but the way that I want my videos to be made. So it's, I don't even know. So we're going to try more on the Tower of God tomorrow. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it. I'm definitely not going to stream hardly at all tomorrow. We'll have to see. I may stream earlier, depending on what time the episode comes out. I just really don't know. But I feel like I need to make a lot more videos in order for me to level up to the necessary place I want to be, so that way I understand how my videos come off to people. Because watching a lot of my videos, they're just boring. Like, they're not exciting to me. So it's like I would delete maybe like 2/3 of my video catalog, and it's like 600 and some odd videos or whatever. I would delete half of those, like maybe even like almost like 90% of those videos, honestly. Like, there's very, very few videos that I can think back to where I was like, this was a perfect video. Like, this is the video I wanted to make. This is the video I wanted to have. So I'm not really sure. Maybe I need to go back and watch my own content. I don't fucking know. Let's see, what does Deacon say? Oh, this is a serious tone. Let me be quiet for a minute. Hey, I appreciate you, Deacon. Good looking out, Chief. Yeah, it's this weird identity crisis that I'm having as a creator. I don't know, and I keep talking in circles about it. Like, I keep going back to the same thing that I was already fucking saying, where it's like, well, shit, now that you have the time, you have the resources, you have everything. Even like when I was with Deacon in the chat the other day, and we were talking about, I was like scrolling through Amazon, and I was like, what could I buy to upgrade my videos and make my videos better? Like, what is it that I can get? Can I get new lights? Can I get a camera? Can I get this? Can I get that? Can I get a new green screen? And it's like, no, none of that shit could help. Like, when I really like got down to it, it was like, what if I buy new games? What if I do this? What if I do that? There was like no distinct way of figuring out like, hey, this is it. This is the thing that will upgrade your videos. This is the thing that will make your videos better. And so now I'm just kind of sitting here like, well, what the fuck do I do? What do I say? What do I put together? Like, how do you get past this? Like, it's this weird limbo state that I don't know how to get out of. So if any of you guys have any suggestions whatsoever, I would love to hear that. That would be amazing. That would be great. I'm willing to take any and all advice right now. But I think it's a common, this is just my opinion, once again, that I think I'll probably go with, is not only watching more content, but making more content. So we'll probably try it out tomorrow. I'm really, really looking forward to giving it just like a honest shot at just making, hopefully not some trash, but like really putting forth some effort. So we'll do Tower of God tomorrow. I was still streaming Final Fantasy VII Remake. Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core, because I don't have the remake. I thought that was a really good opportunity to play that, and I thought it was a really good opportunity to play Dirge of Cerberus, even though I don't have a PS2, and none of the PS2 emulators I have work for this specific fucking game, so now I have to figure out how I'm gonna make a video for that without buying a PlayStation 2. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know where any of this shit is going, but I have no excuse for not doing it at this point, because this is how I want to not necessarily make a living, but this is how I want a lot of my income to come in. Like, this is one of the many jobs that I want to have. Like, yes, I think being a talent agent is cool for me. Like, I'm glad I found this specific course and career, and hopefully I can keep it going after, the self-isolation period is over. But also being a content creator, that's also really fun. I enjoy that. I really do. I don't really care for like the event portion of it, but I mean, hey, fuck it. There's a lot of shit that you have to learn to like, and you have to try more than once. Like, I remember my first E3 and my first anime expo, those were completely different compared to the previous anime expo and the previous, LA Comic-Con and like all this other stuff that I went to, and I'm like, fuck, like I hated that shit. But early on, it was really cool because I had the opportunity to go. So now that it's kind of just like I guess the honeymoon phase or the magic period is over for that, I'm just like, whatever. I mean, I guess. So it is what it is. But that's pretty much all I have to get off my chest today. I was really going to talk more about like video games and like all the delays and stuff like that. But that'll be Thursday's stream on Twitch. I've talked for I've been live for about 45 minutes now. So, let's see what Deacon says in the chat. It's not an object need. It's an identity need. Like you said, got to figure out who you are trying to be as a content creator. Kind of like when I broke out of the meme music I was doing. Hey man, listen, that meme music was my favorite genre. So who are you trying to be in your content? Yeah, exactly. So, but anyway, this podcast will be going up, if not tomorrow, then on Thursday. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter. Make sure you guys obviously subscribe to me on YouTube. That would be greatly appreciated. Follow me on Twitch. Those are like the 3 main platforms that I really fuck with: Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Outside of that, if you find any other of my socials, sometimes I post about my Instagram or whatever, but I rarely use it. Only because I've gotten to a point where I'm like, as many of the gurus that I listen to that really have figured out social media and shit, they're just like, don't be posting all over the place. Like, that's dumb. Like, master 2 things so that way you can figure out where you want to post, what time, and like what works for you in a specific way, like how it fits your channel and your schedule and blah blah. Like, you can't expect your Twitch to be supersonic amazing if you're not making YouTube content, and you can't expect to get more YouTube views if you're not like actually making content. And then you're trying to share it on Twitter, you're trying to share it on Instagram, you're trying to make a blog post, you're trying to do all these other things and run a website, and it's like there's gonna be some holes. And the smaller amount of things that you have to focus on, you can hit one with far more precision than if you had 10 things to like post on. Like, you go to Reddit and you go here and you go there. Do that shit when you're past 10,000. So I guess this is really just a video for me in the future. When you're past 10,000, then you can fuck with the Reddit and you can fuck with the Instagram shit and all this other stuff, okay? That's when you can fuck with that. But until then, stop fucking with all this other shit. Like, you don't even like Instagram, bro. You don't even like it. You don't even like that shit. So, trying to fuck around on TikTok and make Instagram content. Like, bro, don't nobody give a fuck about that. Like, these are great platforms, but you should have been doing them a long time ago, and you should have dropped Twitter then. Or you should have dropped Twitch and then decided to make Instagram content or make a TikTok content. Yeah, you have the time, but it's like, do you have the mental space? Do you have the capacity to handle all these things? And guess what? Motherfucker, you don't. So, that'll pretty much be it. That'll pretty much be it for today's podcast. Thank you guys for listening to the Canon Culture Podcast. I'm going to try to put these out on a weekly basis at least for now during self-isolation. So we're going to get that going a little bit more. So you guys can listen to the podcast anywhere that podcasts are available: iTunes, Google Play, Anchor. I'll even have the available YouTube link the day after the audio. Well, fuck it. They'll be available all the same day. We'll do all this extra exclusive shit after 10K. So, it is what it is. But thank you guys for listening. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you guys so much for all the love and positive vibes. I really appreciate it. I've been your man, JustJaySama. I will see you guys next time. Make sure to actually keep it canon.